Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today my question is there any Doctor Who crossover you would like to see? Doctor Who crossing over with another property. I think Doctor Who and Star Trek has been the main one to go to lately. But you know, other stuff, Doctor Who and Columbo, I don't know. Oh God, the second Doctor and Columbo meeting. That'd be interesting. Doctor Who and Star Wars. Is there any of that you would like to see? For me, the short answer is no, not really. There's not any. The longer answer is not in the show proper. Like, I'm fine with Doctor Who doing crossovers in expanded media, like an audio story or a comic book or a novel, because it's expanded media. It's not necessarily canon. You can just leave it up to your own head canon, and it can be just a little fun what-if romp. What springs to mind automatically is the Doctor Who Star Trek The Next Generation crossover comic book series, or mini-series, or limited run, or whatever you want to call it, that they did several years back with the 11th Doctor meeting the Next Generation crew, which I actually have those. One of my subscribers sent them, and it was a great read. I enjoyed it. There's even a flashback where it shows the 4th Doctor meeting the original Star Trek crew, which I enjoy, and it's animated. That's drawn differently, which I really liked. And I like it because it's just a little what-if, one-shot. You don't have to take it seriously. You don't have to treat it as canon. But it's still fun to see these two properties interacting. And that's why, like, in an expanded media sense, I'm all for it. I would love to read a comic book with the second Doctor meeting Columbo. That would be hilariously awesome. I would love that. That would be great. Somebody needs to get on that. Or, you know, one of the Doctors meeting Perry Mason or something. I'd be cool with that. Or you could, you know, any property. You know, the Doctor ending up in Tron. Because I love Tron. I have my Tron DVDs right here. You probably can't see them, but they're there. Tron and Tron Legacy. I'm cool with that in book form. Big Finish could even do it. Because, again, all of the expanded media, including Big Finish, you know, I treat whether or not it's canon on a case-by-case basis. You know, it's kind of a headcanon thing. Sometimes in some stories, I can even treat some of the stories canon and some of it is not. And that's what I love about headcanon. You know, I love the fact Doctor Who has never come out and just said what's canon and what's not, like, say, Star Wars. You know, they kind of let everybody do their own headcanon, and I like that. I would not want to see the crossover in the show proper, because that's when you feel like you're jumping the shark. Because pretty much everything in the show is considered to be proper canon. No, I still think that's up to your own headcanon. That's another story. And that's when you're trying to make it proper canon, actual canon, I feel like that's where you jump the shark, and then I can't take it seriously. Like, I would never, especially since these days it would be modern Doctor Who crossing over with modern Star Trek. Dear God, no. No, 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 no. That would be like combining diarrhea with raw sewage. You're not exactly going to get, you know, sparkling water there. You're not going to actually get, you know, that wonderful water pouring off from the mountains that's all pure. So, yeah, I definitely wouldn't want to see that in the show proper. But even, like, Doctor Who crossing over with, you know, I'm trying to think of a more modern, just regular show. You know, just one of these regular drama TV shows, like, you know, The Mentalist when it was running, or Bones. Or I wouldn't want to see that. It would just... Now, I wouldn't mind an actor, again, say Simon from The Mentalist, if he showed up in Doctor Who playing a very similar character to Jane, who he played in The Mentalist. Not Jane, but a similar character, so you can get the kind of nod and wink they're doing. That's fine. I can tolerate that. But having them actually play the character from the show would kind of take me out of it a bit. But yeah, so I think that's basically it for me, is I wouldn't want to see a crossover, because again, they've been kind of joking and teasing like Star Trek and Doctor Who crossing over. I wouldn't want to see that on the show, on either show. I mean, I don't watch modern Star Trek because, but I mean, I watch some of Picard, but that's about it. I wouldn't want them to cross over with each other on the show. But expanded media, yeah, go nuts. You can have fun with it. Because again, it's more of just a what-if thing if you do an expanded media. You want to do a comic book series with it. You want to write a novel about it. You want to even do a big Finish story. Go nuts. Sky's the limit for me. You want to have Blake Seven and Doctor Who? Go ahead and have Blake Seven actually meet the Daleks. Why not? Do an audio for it. You know, you could even just do it as an alternate timeline thing where you're just doing it for the fun of doing it. And there's enough people that would be like, yeah, that could be cool. Do that. Blake 7 meets Babylon 5. Why not? Go nuts, as long as it's just, you know, fun. You don't take it too seriously. So I want to know your thoughts on that and whether you think Doctor Who should cross over with anyone. And if so, what are your kind of rules for it? Comment down below and let's talk about it. Don't forget to click the like button and the subscribe button as well. I also have a Patreon if you would like to support me on that. There's a link to that down there. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons, Colin Coney, Sam Venning, Finn Perkins, Unknown289, and Androzani Major. I appreciate their support, as I do the support of all of my patrons. I also have a P.O. box if there's anything you'd like to send me to look at and review. A link to the Amazon wish list is down there. A link to the Amazon UK wish list is down there as well. If there's anything you would like to send me off that, it's a nice housewarming present. Very much adjusting to the new place, loving it a lot. And as always, thank you for watching.